Hi everyone, it's the first video in series about how to build an AI web chat. I'm going to build the AI chat and make videos about it. You'll be able to follow my instructions step by step and get the same result as me. In order to walk through this series, you should have at least basic understanding of programming and C# language. I'm planning it to be quite an advanced series. In this video, we are going to install our local model and run it using Python. We are going to use Python because to run the model because Python libraries like transformers and llama cpp python tend to get support for brand new models within days of release, while C# libraries like llama sharp usually falling behind by weeks or months. Don't worry about it, we are going to be able to build an API layer around our Python code in order to call it through our C# code. So it's not going to be a lot of Python, but it's going to be make our lives much more easier. So, first step, we are going to install our models. Go to Hugging Face. Specifically, go to this link, which is going to be in description under this video, and find this file, Gemma 4, and click this button to install it. Additionally, to download it. Additionally, we need to download model mmppproch f16 is going to allow us to use visual capabilities of Gemma 4 model. Now, a few words about the format. GGUF is a format of model that allows it to run on consumer hardware. It makes it lighter to increase performance, but it also lacking quality a little bit, but it's going to be okay for us. So, after this we need to install llama python. Gemma 4 that we are going to use in this video is quite new model at the moment of me doing this. So, llama Python supported. However, while I was budgeting for this video, I installed it through pipe and I noticed that it didn't have support for Gemma 4. So, in order to prevent this error, we're going to install it using will file. Go to this link and find a file that's going to be this issue. So first of all, what we need to look for we need to look for Win AMD 64. It means that it's going to support Windows for 64-bit and CP 310 is going to support Python 3.1. Additionally, we need to make sure that our CUDA driver has the same version as it should have here. In order to check it, go to Windows PowerShell and use this command NVIDIA SME here and wait for a little bit, and here you are going to be able to see version of your CUDA. In case you have old CUDA, you can just download new version of it and install it. It's going to update your version, so it's not a problem. After you download this file, you should go to CMD and use pipe install and get path to this file, and it's going to install everything that's necessary, llama cpp for Windows or for other platform that you're using. You can also go and look for other platform like Linux here or Mac, yeah, and install it yourself, which version you need. So after you install our models, you should have this file, and you also should have this file as well. Oh. Now what we are going to do, we are going to start writing our script that will allow us to actually run them. So we're just going to create Python file and going to open it in Visual Studio Code and start working on our program. Okay, so let's start by creating our Python program. So first of all, I'm going to import things that we need for it. Okay, so here I am imported llama, CPP and Gemma for handle in order to handle the chat that we're going for our model. Additionally, I imported LG parcel. It's a small library that will allow us to create console interface for our program just to get like parameters in. If you don't have it, just can also install it using pipe, as you probably have done already. Yeah. So next we are going to create our chat and going to do all the important things. Okay, so it's our first function, build message. I wanted to make it as here. Okay, so what this function actually does, it just create history of our message. So we just get it go here. We just give it our history of our messages, our new message, and path to image. So basically this function just allow us to get the our actual model, or our message with history of previous messages. That's basically what it does. If it contains image, path to an image, in its case contained with text and image URL, basically, which is for now is basically just a path to our image on our computer. And adds it to our message history here, and converts our history into list and returns message history here. Okay, so next I define it main function and use our LG parcel to get arguments from our console when we're going to start the program. Here we're just going to get our model. By default it's going to be Gemma 4 that we installed here. If you install a different model, you should change this parameter. Additionally, approach, it's by the way, I think I made here a mistake because well, yeah, so here it should be F for our model. Now this path to our model to add vision to Gemma 4. Additionally, optional parameter image, path to the image that we want to attach to our message. And GPU layers, it's parameter that allows us to set the amount of GPU layers is going to be used. By default it's -1, so just use all GPU layers, and CTX it's the context window size. So basically the maximum amount of tokens that our model can process in the conversation, in one message. Next, we pass all these arguments. Just print that we are loading this model. We create chat at Gemma for chat handler. Here we give it path to the approach model and enable thinking. By the way, thinking only works for bigger models, and it doesn't support our models that we installed. But in case you want to turn off the thinking, you can just comment this and don't actually use chat handler at all, and then it's going to disable the thinking options. But we're going to enable it because it's better this way. And we create our actual class that we're going to use to interact with our model. Then we just say that the model is loading and say to type stop if you want to quit. Okay, next we write the last part of our code. We just establish the history, first message. So basically just a system prompt that tells our AI model that it's a helpful assistant. And then we're just asking our user for input. We check if the user writes stop, we're going to break the cycle. If there is no input, we just continue. Basically just skip and ask it for input again. And if there is an image and it's first stolen, we are going to use the image. And we just say if it's not first, if just after we done that, we're just saying it's not going to be our first turn anymore, so we assign first turn variable to false. We use our function build message that we defined before in order to create our message history. Is to print assistant, what our model is going to say for us, and basically what this code does, it just steams our input from our model. Max tokens, it's the maximum amount of that can generate, and so basically just write everything that it generates in our console. Then we just add our message to the history and our reply to the history as well, and go again. This thing just says if its file is called out main. This thing says that if this file is called out, we're just going to use our main function. That's all for this code. I'm sorry, I made mistake here. It should be image path, not user input. So okay, now let's test our model. First of all, let's get some image. I took this image of somebody and download it. Place it here near our model, near our code, and also place Gemma for our models in the same folder. We need to open CMD, just go here and write CMD and going to open it. Then write python chat.py image and specify the path to the image here and test image. After that, we are going to see that our model is loaded, and we are going to ask the model to describe the image. Here we see how it's loading, how it's analyzing, and here we see that it's false about the image. Right? It's interesting that we can see its flaws and everything what it's doing. Circle, texture. It's going to think for a while and we can see that everything is working. Okay, if you see the same output, it means that everything is fine. So here. And here it provides detailed description. It successfully described our image and we can absolutely see that it's working perfectly. So I hope this tutorial was interesting and helpful for you. In future videos I'm going to create gRPC server around this and use it from our C# code. Out, and in following videos we're going to develop it in full AI chat. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and press button like if you like it. Thank you.